Join us on the Ari'ze Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you, and be sure to tune in. Hi, you're listening to another episode of Queen F Speaks on the Ari'ze Women Network. How's everybody doing this evening? I thought I'd pop right on and kind of dive into what the heck is going on. Celebrity splits. You know, with the Ari'ze Women Network, we have a diverse selection of topics, videos. We do documentaries. We do podcasts, celebrity news, economics, an array of topics. And today I'm going into Hollywood and I'm going to try to speculate and find out what the heck is going on with all of these celebrity splits. Wow, I'm totally shocked. You know, I'm looking through the news cycle. It's flashing on my YouTube channel, where I'm flipping through different other channels and news sources, and I'm seeing that there's a celebrity split. One of the celebrity splits is between Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa, who is the Aquaman. There is an article I'm going to read from the Associated Press, which is Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet split after 16 years together. Dated Thursday, January the 13th. The couple has felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times, according to a statement. In Los Angeles, Jason Momoa and wife Lisa Bonet have ended their 16-year relationship. A joint statement posted on the Aquaman star's Instagram page Wednesday said that he and his wife were parting ways. We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding, and our family is of no exception. The post said, adding that they are announcing the split so as we go about our lives, we may do so with dignity and honesty. I like to go back up to the part about a revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. That's a pretty deep statement. Wow. Okay, it says Momoa 42 and Lisa Bonet 54 met and started dating in 2005 and officially married in late 2017. They have a son and daughter together. Bonet, who rose to fame playing one of Bill Cosby's daughters on The Cosby Show and his spinoff, A Different World, was previously married to rocker Lenny Kravitz. Okay, most of us already know that. We already know, as they say. You know, when Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa got together, it was 16 years ago. Okay, but they got married in 2017. Jason had then in 2018 he starred in Aquaman. He was practically a nobody before they met. I mean, did anybody know Jason Momoa before Lisa Bonet, him and her got together? And there was, you know, the cameras and the pictures floating around that they were a couple. No one really knew of him. Okay, so when they got together, then, you know, they were pretty quiet about their relationship. But they were out in public. You would see them. You know, they're a cute couple. He's a very handsome man. She's a very beautiful woman. But they were younger. I think she's almost, 10 years older than him. Now she's 54 and he's 40. Well, he was 42 and she was 54. Let me go back to that article. I want to make sure I get that right of their age. Okay. He's 42 and she's 54 now. So they started dating in 2005 and then officially married in 2017. Like I said, he was practically a nobody before they met. Okay, they got together and now all of a sudden they're splitting. They've been married for what, 6 years? What happened? There were some rumors floating around, and this is allegedly that he was getting a little too chummy, or his co-star from one of his movies, they were a little bit too close, and that, possibly Lisa Bonet did not particularly like this vibe that she was getting from this other woman. Now, this is all allegedly. Um, there is a picture that you can see them posing together, and the woman has her arm around Lisa, and Lisa's kind of pulling away, and Aquaman, he's hugging her, and the other woman, and it's just an awkward picture. And I think that in Hollywood, there's a lot of flexibility. There are people that have open marriages and things like that, but I don't think that some women feel comfortable with other women, being all close up on their men and on the movie sets, and they can feel a certain vibe. If you've been with someone so long, you can feel a certain vibe. If something is off, you can feel it. And I don't really know what happened in their relationship, but it was good before he became famous. Oops, did I say that? It was good. It was going real good. I mean, nobody even heard of him. And then, he was infatuated with Lisa. He said that he loved her in the Cosby Show, and he's always admired her since then. Okay, they were in love. They've been together 16 years. What happened? What happened? Sometimes we get with a person and we may scale down and we may try to bring them into our world. But you know what? Now that they're breaking up, I mean, I wonder what feelings that Lisa is having behind all of this. She kind of stood back in the background as his career took off. And she's a really quiet person. But I don't think she's having no... I don't think she's the type that's finna do no open relationship. So she probably stepped back. They say that he called it off. He ended the marriage or whatever and wanted to separate. But I don't know. This is allegedly. This is where a couple of news sources are saying. But I think they agreed for it to be over together. As a mutual consent that they agreed to separate. But I'm sure she's hurting. Because when you've been in a relationship with someone for 16 years, there's got to be feelings there, and you've got kids too. There's got to be some feelings there, Lisa seems a little more reserved and laid back, where the Aquaman, he seems a little bit out there, like excited and happy, and she's always so serious. But they say opposites attract. They've been together so long, so who knows, maybe they'll get back together. You never know. But she just doesn't look happy in a lot of the pictures that I'm seeing. She really doesn't look happy. Okay, now we've got Tiffany Haddish in Common. What the hell happened? I'm like, well, Tiffany has been kind of acting a little different. When she shaved her head, I don't know. That kind of took me by surprise. She's a very beautiful woman. She's been through a lot. As a young girl, she's a foster child raised up in the system, and she's been through a lot. She finally seemed like she found love in Common. They've been together a couple of years, and all of a sudden they're splitting. There's a lot of changes going on. Recently, Tiffany was actually arrested, I think a day ago, for a DUI, which she wasn't under the influence of alcohol. The police stated that it looks like she appeared to go to sleep at the wheel, and it wasn't alcohol. I think it was marijuana, allegedly. But anyway, she took a mugshot, smiling for the camera. Oh, Tiffany, she's gonna keep it real. She's smiling at the camera like she's taking a picture on the Hollywood Boardwalk of Fame or something. But yeah, it's a mugshot. But this is really not, I'm making light of it. But driving under any type of influence is not good. And I'm glad that she's okay. I'm glad she didn't end up in an accident or hurt anyone. But yeah, she's saying that she's going through a lot. She recently lost her grandmother, and then she said Bob Saget was a very good friend of hers, a comedian who recently passed unexpectedly. They were very close. He helped her a lot in her career, gave her good advice, and he was like a father figure to her, she said. And as she got older, and growing up, still doing comedy, he became even like a best friend to her, like an older brother. So they had a really nice relationship, and I'm sure that has a lot of effect. When people lose people don't realize some people take it differently. Okay, everybody can't just brush it off when they lose a loved one. And Bob Saget was very close. They were very close, him and Tiffany, as friends. She lost her grandmother, and then there's a split with Common. That's enough to break somebody. So prayers is up for Tiffany Haddish. I hope that she remains strong. She's been through a lot. She'll continue to go through situations, but she can make it if she don't forget her roots, if she hold on to some type of spirituality. Don't let Hollywood take you away from yourself. People, they rush and they try to make it in life and try to be successful and have a certain amount of money, but they have to realize that money does not make people happy. It's just a resource. People use money for the wrong reasons. Money should not be the end of all end. It is a resource. It's to make your life a little easier, pay bills, make a few people happy, make yourself happy, but it's not an ultimate. It doesn't bring happiness in itself. It's other things that make people happy: relationships, friendships, having kids, having a stable environment. So yeah, I hope that Tiffany does hold on and she does not lose herself in all of this loss that she's experienced. I pray that she gets better. That she just takes time out for Tiffany. You don't have to jump into a relationship. Get to know yourself, Tiffany. Get to know yourself. Get to love yourself. Wake up every morning. I love you. Look in the mirror. Embrace yourself. Don't wait for someone to come along and do it. Okay. Common is you're not together anymore. Sure enough, you guys are separated, but that could change. And then there's other fishes in the sea. If that didn't work out, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep on keeping on, Tiffany. Okay, now we've got the other celebrity breakup, Meagan Good and her husband. I don't know his name. Don't care to know. I'm sorry. These people come along and they come into your life, and it seems like, they're the one, and then they wind up embarking on the same career you're in. All of a sudden, I think he's involved in some kind of theatrical, or he's getting into movies or whatever. And, well, that's allegedly. That's something I heard, but I have to check that source out. But he's doing better in his career. And then all of a sudden they're breaking up. I don't know. It could be her work schedule. She's still an active actress. She still gets work. So it could be that she's not available for him, physically, like Tiffany in common, they said that Tiffany said that they're usually not together a lot because she's working, whatever. So that could be the same situation with Meagan Good and her husband, and it could be that they're such different. Meagan Good, the opposites attract. True enough, but he was a pastor, and then she's an actress who always battle with other women judging her because of what she wears, and how she's not the normal preacher's wife or whatever. So that could put a strain on any relationship. So that could be the situation with that. But it's sad that they have been together so long, Meagan Good and her husband, and that they're breaking up. Can't we all work it out, you guys? Can we work it out? All these years you spend with a person, but who am I to judge? I would say be happy. If separating from that person makes you happy, then please do that. Nobody wants to be unhappy in a relationship or a marriage. So I wish the best for all of them. But yeah, the celebrity splits is so unfortunate. People, social media is shocked. I'm looking at the posts and comments, and people are just totally shocked. It's like, 2022 already? All these breakups. We just got into 2022. And some of our favorite couples are breaking up. So I wish them the best. And I would say keep on keeping on. Stay positive. Do what makes you happy. Don't settle for less. Don't sell your soul. Don't worship money. True enough, you're famous. True enough, you want to continue to work, in Hollywood or whatever. But don't sell your soul. The money is just a resource. It's not the end of all end. It's not what's going to keep you happy. Because some people have millions of dollars in the bank and they're unhappy. So that's not what it's about. Health and wellness is utmost important. Being happy is very important. Keep yourself in a good mental state. Don't let breakups or deaths, losing loved ones consume you. Know that in life there are changes. Everything must change. And along with that change, you've got to change. You've got to go with the flow. You've got to seek that higher consciousness. And keep on keeping on. Love yourself first. And with that, I'm going to close and say, if you have any suggestions about the network, any topics you'd like for me to cover, any other celebrity news you'd like me to cover, be sure to drop me a comment. If you'd like to possibly do a podcast here on the Ari'ze Women Network, contact Queen F on the Ari'ze Women Network, and just hit me in the comment section, or just shoot us a comment and let us know what you'd like to talk about, what topics interest you. Also in the news, real quickly, there's a tsunami that is taking place or about to take place on the West Coast. So I want all my West Coast people, the Pacifics, to please be careful out there. I've been having back-to-back dreams of some type of tsunami, and it's look like it's about to occur. I say stay away from the oceans and the beaches on the West Coast until this all blows over. And I'm going to keep you all in my prayers. And thank you for listening to Ari'ze Women Network. And this is Queen F. Smothers, and you be blessed. Join us on the Ari'ze Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you, and be sure to tune in.